Welcome back to another episode of Trash Talk Podcast. We're getting closer and closer to 100, and at some point we have to sit down and think about what we're doing for 100. Actually,
we're gonna do like just random topics and maybe make it the shittiest podcast we've had in a while, and then just make 101 really special.
Maybe so, like to bait everyone into clicking on a hundo.
No, because the idea is right. Everyone expects 100 to be special and good, so we're just doing it one later.
Just
to throw people off.
What if we do it one earlier and just completely destroy people?
What if we just say one of those two things and then do the other? Wait. Fuck, no, I said it.
How about we just not do anything special? Just pretend we will. I don't know. But before we get into this first topic, and it's going to be a good podcast.
I think we got everyone confused now, so that
yeah,
works.
I think so. One more point of order that I'm going to have to address is that the rumors have perpetually been getting louder that you are planning to get married in the near future. And just, because of the state of the channel and the rapid growth that we have been experiencing, people are dying to get updates on that because you're basically a celebrity now. So can you, do you have like any new news to provide on that regard?
Still single.
All right, so
ladies,
I think that's what you said last time as well. So from my rather non-biased side, I can either confirm or deny anything about JJ definitely getting married this year and when exactly it will happen. But I'm going to keep everyone up to date on the plans that he has moving forward as soon as I can find out more. Follow my Twitter. I'll be releasing the latest information.
I was just gonna make a comment about you updated on Twitter. Yeah,
I'll be releasing the latest information that I can gather from being a close personal friend of his. But let's get into it.
I can already see you like every now and again just be like breaking news in all caps, and it's just like, yeah, JJ's still single.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe that's not exactly breaking news. Let's get into this first topic, and we have a heavy debate again. Actually, I just wanted to bring this up because we've talked about the trolley problem before.
Yes.
And okay, just
way more qualified people have done so too.
Yeah, that's true. To reiterate real quick, so the trolley problem, essentially you're in a scenario where you can save a bunch of people by killing one person directly.
Yes.
So as in the most literal example is there's a trolley like on a train track, right? Running up to a group of like 5 people there. And you're sitting back in the office on a lever and you have the chance to pull that lever.
Yes.
And the train will derail or go some other track and then hit one person who's standing on that track, right?
Yeah.
So you either have the chance to not intervene and let 5 people die, or intervene and let that one person die. And the moral dilemma, or the question rather, is which one would you choose? Which one is the correct one to choose? And that's a pretty tough question, right? So people have been talking about that a lot. And we have actually talked about it.
I also... not necessarily that they need our promotion, but I'm going to recommend the Vsauce video, the Minefield one, where they tried that out.
That's a really good one, actually. So what they basically found out is that most people say that they will pull the lever and take the lesser of 2 harms, and most people then don't do it.
Yeah, and that's not necessarily news, but yeah.
That's kind of just a comfort. That's just kind of like one of those examples. The average person considers themselves to be not average.
Well, yeah, also, it's... Of course, when you think about it, it's the obvious choice, but when you're put in the situation, it's always the problem that you have the mental block where you are basically actively killing someone.
Yeah, the thing is that...
Which you're so trained not to do that even if it's for the greater good, you just don't want to do it.
A lot of people will be like, I'll rather stay out of it than to get in trouble for active... Like, because now I can just act like I nothing. I didn't do anything.
I didn't do anything.
What you gonna do? Nothing.
Otherwise, you did something and the person died.
Yeah, and you might be held responsible for that. And the question always is, first of all, what do we do? And also, which is the correct point to choose? And, I mean, when you boil down, the correct point to choose depends on your moral system, right? What are you valuing?
Well, I mean...
What are your morals based on?
Long-term good for the human race, so kill the 5?
Because of overpopulation?
Yeah.
I don't think we can consider that.
Yeah, no, I just like being an asshole in those arguments and saying that because at the end of the day, it isn't entirely false.
Well, yeah, but to just be real, it's better to make sense than to be tactical sometimes.
Yeah, but because long term, like wiping out 90% of the human population will probably be good.
But you're causing harm by that action.
Of course, I wouldn't ever condone doing that, but But
here's the thing, right? So typically we would always say that even though most people wouldn't probably do it, it would be the better choice to pull that lever and kill that one person, save the 5. But here's the thing, right, which I just recently came to know about when I heard more debates on this. Essentially, there's a good argument for not doing that, and by a lot of people's moral systems, that actually leads to logical consistency, because what you're doing is human sacrifice. You're sacrificing a human by actively performing an action, right?
Okay.
So the question is, would you do, for example, if you did that, then here's the hypothetical scenario. There's 3 sick people, all of which need organs, right, to survive. Would you be willing to take a healthy human and sacrifice them against their will to save those 3 lives? Just kill them off, harvest their organs against their will, implant those organs, and save 3 lives. If not, then you can't pull the lever.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's the new wrinkle to this thing.
I mean,
it's human sacrifice.
Arguably, you should still.
It's tough, right?
But
but would you?
It feels hard to justify, although it's kind of the same point.
At this point, you can't, because you can't judge it objectively, right? Because morality is inherently subjective. That's why I said, for different people, different decisions in that situation can be correct. What you need to ask yourself is, would you do that? Like, would you kill that healthy guy against his will, harvest his organs, let 3 people survive? And if you wouldn't do that yourself, if you personally think you wouldn't do that because it's wrong, then you can't pull the lever without being logically inconsistent on the trolley problem. And that's an interesting idea to consider. Because on the trolley problem, it seems pretty easy, right? It's like, you're still having that barrier. Like, okay, it's very immediate. It's like 5 people die, 1 person dies, right? But it's the same scenario. It's essentially the same idea in a different context. So a human sacrifice to save several people.
I will definitely harvest organs from a corpse to save people, even if they didn't sign their waivers.
But that person
is also, by the way, that's also a stupid thing, right? Like, the fact that you can be against saving someone's life just because you don't like not being buried with all your organs.
Yeah, that's
just stupid.
That's weird. But
although there is still good arguments to be made for not being an organ donor, which is primarily that they are more likely to cut your life support when you are an organ donor because they need the organs.
Yes, exactly. But the thing is,
not the main point here.
The guy on the other side of the train tracks that you might kill by pulling the lever isn't a corpse. Dude is alive. Yeah. Dude does not want to die. So what do you do? Because you're intervening. At that point, you're intervening. If you don't intervene, okay, those 5 people die. Other scenario, you don't intervene, those 5 people die of organ failure. You could forcefully intervene, like derail the track, strap that guy down, kill him, and harvest his organs.
I mean, besides the fact that, of course, organ transplants are a lot more complicated and risky in general.
Yeah.
It seems to be the same problem. Which is why you said it should have the same answer.
It should have the same answer, and that's the thing, right? Because we were both convinced that, well, yes, the correct thing is to pull that lever. But then we would have to bite the bullet on harvesting the organs of a healthy person to save 3 others against that 1 person's will.
Well, again,
I'm not sure if I would do that.
For consistency's sake, and also going for the maximization of well-being, you would have to do it.
So, but would you do it?
No, probably not.
So then you would also not pull the lever.
I also thought about something similar recently, actually, where it's like the idea of killing someone versus not saving someone and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Where it's, if you kill someone for then getting some benefit out of it, like the one we said, like, oh, just kill a random person and get like $1 million or something, is different, or feels different at least, than saying you could save someone, but if you choose not to, you get the thing.
Or even just, you can save someone for $1 million.
Yes. Although that is also limited by the fact that you don't have
the flip side, right? Just kill someone or save someone for $1 million.
But it's always like, the more active you are involved in someone's death, the less likely you are to do it.
Yes, exactly. But the thing with this one is just really personal consistency. So if, you just need to answer this to yourself. It's a man in the glass type of thing. Would I agree, would I morally accept harvesting the organs of a healthy person against their will to save 3 people dying of organ failure? If I personally do not accept that, then to be consistent, I need to not touch that lever on the trolley.
Well, to be fair, I probably would not want that 1 person to die in the general case, for the organ harvesting in particular, because that seems to have very scary implications on where that goes. Yeah. On the other hand, if I or someone that I someone that a person like a friend or a family member or something was on the sick side.
Yeah.
I would way more be in favor of that.
Here's the thing.
But that's also just
Yeah, I think it was
balancing the moral values of people based on how much you know them.
I think it was
unfair.
Immanuel Kant, who, like a philosopher.
I know.
Who said, you're only supposed to act based on a principle which you could want that principle to become common regulation. Roughly translated from whatever, I think German or French or whatever that guy spoke.
Oh yeah, right.
You might have heard of that. So if you, for example, if you're only supposed to act on something in a way if you want that to become common regulation. So that means that if you're going to stick with saying kill that one person, save the other guys,
that means that whenever there's people who need organs and there's more than one, someone will be picked out that is compatible as a donor,
and also
they would be killed every single time.
And also, you would then have to accept it if that person was you.
Yeah.
You would have to accept that if someone came up to you and said, there's 3 people dying of organ failure, you're the next guy around, I'm going to put you to sleep and harvest your organs.
Well, okay, theoretically that sounds scary, right?
And that most people will not... I wouldn't accept that. I wouldn't accept that for myself.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that for myself either. But you have to look at that. That affects less people that are being killed that way than being saved, so you're more likely to benefit from it than of that being detrimental.
Yeah, right. But you just gotta accept it to be consistent, right?
Yeah, I know.
Gotta accept it for yourself. I know the whole pragmatic thing and all that, but just speaking of consistency.
I know. That's the thing, right?
That's the main point that you need to get out of the way. So are you okay with now saying that you would, on the trolley problem, not accept pulling the lever? You would see as it to be morally right to let those 5 people die. Because at this point, I do, right? I don't find another way to being honest to myself, I don't find any other way to do that. Because otherwise I'm not consistent. So that's what that's what my opinion has to be. That's what I have to go with. I have to change my position there. Which happens every once in a while, and it's interesting. It's interesting to think about that sort of stuff.
I know that's inconsistent to say to still pull the lever, but I honestly don't know, man. It's
well, but consistency is the thing, right? That's what you need. Because if you're saying I don't need to be consistent, at that point everything is cool. At that point, you don't need to justify anything, and if that's the case, of course, no one else needs to justify anything. And in your view, I can just do whatever I want because I think it's alright. Because I want to.
Yeah,
consistency is like the highest principle that you need to have any say in any moral consistency, logical debate whatsoever. So to me, that's yes.
Yeah, I guess if you want to be consistent, don't pull the lever. That's weird.
Don't pull the lever. Well, do you not want to be consistent? Or are you saying
no? I get that, but it seems unintuitive.
Yes, it does. But that's what logically follows.
Yeah,
it has to follow, right? So, in my opinion, the correct now that I'll officially say that the correct thing to do is not pull the lever on the trolley problem.
From an emotional standpoint, then logically extrapolating, I would have to agree. But from a 100% logical and pragmatic standpoint, I would have to disagree because, as I said, even in the organ harvesting scenario, it is still A, more beneficial to more people, and B, likely more beneficial to you.
No, in the emotional situation you would disagree, and in the purely logical one you would have to agree. Because you agree on being logically consistent, that would be correct. To not pull the lever.
If I was 100% arguing 100% logical, I would also agree with the organ harvesting.
Would you agree also, would you also agree that happening to you?
Well, if I was 100% logical, yes. But that's what I'm saying.
But you're
I'm not.
But you're not.
Which is why I'm saying if I'm extrapolating from the emotional starting point, then I agree with not pulling the lever. Otherwise, I would have to.
But if someone were to ask your position on the trolley problem, what is the right thing to do? One answer. You can only answer one, pull the lever or not. Which one is the right thing to do?
It boils down to what you said before. It really depends on on your personal values.
Yeah, but your personal values, right? So just your personal values we just found.
I guess don't pull
the lever. That's what your position has to be consistent.
I always thought you should try to derail the train so that it hits no one, but I mean
but
then again, that only works if
there's loopholes out, of course, right?
If there's no one in the train, which there is probably at least one person controlling the thing.
But it's tough, that sort of stuff, to be consistent on all that. It's really, really hard. Of course, because intuitively, yeah, it just makes sense in that scenario. Let let me kill that one person and save 5. But then in other scenarios, I would not accept having my organs harvested and subsequently dying against my will so that 3 other people could be saved. I would not accept that.
Which, once again, comes from a point of selfishness, but that's just human nature.
But yeah, but that's just what it is, right?
Yeah,
That's my moral. That's my moral point of view. I would not accept that. So I cannot enforce that on anyone else and say that it would be consistent, like someone else has to accept it.
Yes, of course.
So that's the thing with human sacrifice, right?
There's also always a point that people make about like the natural course of things, where they're like, you don't agree with that, but just
that's not an argument.
No, but
appeal to nature.
But on some level, that's kind of what you're going there, though, right? Because you're saying just let the people die because they are already dying.
Well, no. It's very simple. I would not accept being killed to harvest my organs.
Yes.
So, no one... I cannot be consistent and force someone else, or say someone else should be accepting to have that happen. And so it should not be the common regulation. I'm not saying, like, let it happen because it's natural. Like, appeal to nature is never a thing. If you say it's a natural course, so that's the way it should happen. Then because, okay, rape and murder is natural. It happens in nature. It happens in the animal kingdom. Our ancestors have done it in the cave times, so we should let it happen.
No, yes, yeah. I understand that appealing through nature isn't acceptable, but at the end of the day, you're getting very close to the same amount of argumentation, because the normal basis that you go off of with most of your arguments, that being the general like moral good and maximizing well-being.
The most basic axiom is logical consistency to me there. So so an axiom means that it's like something that you assume as given, that you don't have to further demonstrate or whatever.
I've had a math class before. I know what it is.
Okay, so the axiom is logical consistency. I have to be logically consistent, and it's just about It's just completely subjective. If someone were to say, like, genuinely, honestly say, I would accept to have my organs harvested while fully healthy for 3 people to be saved, then okay, then they'll also say, okay, I will pull the lever on the trolley. Yes. I cannot say that. So I cannot say that I will pull the lever on the trolley.
You have previously said that the moral system you strive for is the one where it's about maximizing well-being.
In any reasonable capacity, yes.
But that then doesn't fully agree with what you just said there, because you maximize well-being by making the human sacrifice.
Well, if my base axiom is logical consistency, right, then that's the most fundamental thing that needs to be upheld.
Yes. But then...
So But
then you're not being logically consistent between those two.
So if you're gonna go with that, so no, my most basic axiom is not to maximize well-being and reduce suffering. It is logical consistency. By the way, I'm just arguing from this position, right? I'm not, but okay, that tends to be the case for me. So in that, if I have to be logically consistent with what I genuinely morally believe, then I would have to accept it that way. Yeah, and I do.
But what I'm saying is that you cannot make the point about maximizing well-being and the point you just made, because they are not logically consistent with one another.
I'm not making the point about maximizing well-being. I'm saying it follows logically from my most basic axiom that that I cannot pull the lever. Does that maximize well-being in the case? No. But that falls by the wayside because it violates, like, maximizing well-being there would violate a deeper, more basic axiom. That's very simple. I think that's very simple, at least. So I would choose not maximizing well-being in a context where it would violate me being logically inconsistent about something. That's basically just that. It's really tough to argue that. I don't feel like, is there a way around it? There really is not. But it's always just a subjective thing. I think this is something where it's actually, there isn't really a right or wrong. Some people might feel that one way, and some people might feel another way, genuinely. And then, assuming that logical consistency is their base axiom, then all the other views would be extrapolated from that. But it's difficult. But maybe let us know in the comments what you think about this. It's an interesting debate. I always like to talk about that sort of stuff. It's fun. But you want to get into the halftime show?
Sure.
All right, what do we have?
Well,
a bit lighter stuff, maybe.
The
Enough brain fry.
Yeah. So we once again, just like last 2 weeks, pulled some quizzes because we like them and
quizzes are fun.
Suck it up.
They're great. Yeah, exactly. Quizzes are fun. That was the entertaining part of this. That was the educational one, and that was the entertaining part of this podcast because you got to have that. So in the halftime show, what are we going to do?
Well, for starters, we're gonna do
some music,
rock and heavy metal song. We're gonna do the other one first. 30 greatest rock bands.
30 greatest rock bands. So
there is, for every word, there is the first and last letter given of the band name.
Yes.
And you have to, based on that, then get the band name.
For example, we'll just tell you the first one. The first one says LDZN. And what they mean is the L and the D are the first and last letters of one word, and then the ZN are the first and last letters of the second word. And the band in question would be Led Zeppelin.
That is indeed the case.
If you can follow that.
The second one is BK and SH.
Yes.
That is Black Sabbath.
That is Black Sabbath. That is correct. Next one is GIHX, which is Jimi Hendrix.
Yes. The next one is PK and FD, which is Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd. What's the next one?
That is M/A.
That will be Metallica.
Metallica. Yeah, that works. Yeah. We got...
Really? We got AC/DC.
It just says AC/DC.
Yes, that's all it says. That's
Wait,
correct.
Is that AC/DC?
It would be AC/DC. Would it not be? You want to type it in? Just type it in.
Because
we haven't been typing it in. I think you can stop the timer. See if you can still type if you want to stop the timer. Yeah.
It just says, well, this one is hard.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to type them all in because...
Oh, you can only pause. Okay, so that's
you can see the entire list before you start, but not while it's paused.
So let's try the next one. AH. So it's just one word?
Yes.
AH. What kind of band could that be? Aerosmith?
Oh yeah, that doesn't...
You want to just try that out? Like, with the obvious ones we have to necessarily type?
Yeah.
Aerosmith is correct.
TERGSS. The Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
Also don't say SS.
They put the in there for confusion.
Yeah.
VNHN.
That's Van Halen.
Van Halen.
We got TEWO. That's also really hard.
Two H's.
That's the Who.
Now we got QM.
That's Queen.
That's Queen. DPPE.
Deep Purple.
Deep Purple.
We got
GSNRS.
It's Guns N' Roses.
What's the next? SN? It could be Sabaton, but it's probably not that, is it?
I mean, doubt
it would fit, but I don't think it's going to be it.
No. Let's get back to that one later, I guess.
Okay. TEDS. The Doors? Did they give the D again?
That works. Yeah.
RS.
I'm not sure.
RS.
The Rubettes? I don't know, but isn't it the Rubettes? Yeah.
No.
Tough. INMN.
What?
INMN.
Oh, right.
Like Iron Maiden.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
And Ace Nirvana, I suppose.
Might likely, yes.
I can try, but you could have read that one.
OYOE.
Oh, that's Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, right, they do have single artists right there, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Of course. CM.
Honestly, not sure.
SXPS. The Sex Pistols.
Sex Pistols, yeah.
KS.
Kiss,
I
suppose.
Yeah. Liss. AECR. That could be like a single person again, like an individual.
That will probably make sense, yes. Next, we've got PLJM.
PLJM.
That's Pro Jam.
Is it? Maybe. Was that considered a 30th greatest rock band? I'm
yes.
Not so sure. Okay. JSPT.
That sounds like a name.
Yeah, it
maybe.
does. TECH. The something, probably. Yeah.
What ends in H? That's
a tough one. LDSD.
Leonard Skinner.
Probably.
ES. That's just tough in general because it's unlucky.
Yeah.
Is it Eagles?
Might be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
MD. That stands for medical doctor.
Yes, it does. MD. And the last one is YS.
I can't for the life of me come up with anything that starts with the Y right now.
It's tough.
I should be able to come up with something that starts with the Y, but I can't.
Yeah. Well, you want to look up the things, see what we have.
What?
See what we.
Just give up?
Yeah.
The quiz and then.
Like we don't have everything typed up, but we'll
Yeah.
see which one we didn't know anyway. So the first one's
Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, Jimi Hendrix, Pink Floyd, Metallica.
Soundgarden is the SN.
Okay.
So anything else from the first page we would have had anyway?
Oh, Ramones for RS.
Okay. Iron Maiden, sure we had it. That CM is just Cream.
Yeah.
Alice Cooper.
That should have been easy.
Judas Priest.
I could have gotten. The Clash we could have gotten.
Motorhead.
Motorhead we could have gotten. Never heard of Yardbirds in my life.
Yardbirds. No, I've not. That's weird. That's the 30th greatest rock bands, that's for sure.
The least known one was Soundgarden. Followed by Motorhead.
Yardbirds.
And Yardbirds.
Actually, the third least known is the Eagles, which we had.
The fourth least known one is the Eagles.
The fourth least? Oh, right. Ramones, Alice Cooper. So yeah, we were about with the ties.
Although to be fair, if anyone is playing them like we are, they're just fucking up the stats.
Yeah, of course.
Also, if anyone wants to do those types of quizzes, sorry, we're fucking up your stats.
Yeah, exactly. If you wanna play along, then spoilers. Next
also,
one,
similar idea. We got
this one's a song.
Initials for songs is always the first letter of the words, and then there's the band given as well.
Exactly. So, example, first one, we have the band being Bon Jovi, and the initials of the song are LOAP.
What could that possibly be?
Living on a Prayer.
It is Living on a Prayer.
Now it's HTH from AC/DC.
Highway to Hell.
Highway to Hell. STH from Led Zeppelin.
Stairway to Heaven.
TFC by Europe.
The Final Countdown.
SOTW by Deep Purple.
Smoke on the Water.
WW by Billy Idol.
Do you know that one? I know that one.
Do you know that one? I don't know. What is it?
It's White Wedding.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that song. WTTJ for the Guns and the Roses. Welcome to the Jungle.
Oh, right. I honestly couldn't come up with it.
ES from Metallica is Enter Sandman.
It's Enter Sandman, yeah.
AOS from Motorhead.
Yeah, that's Ace of Spades.
Mm-hmm. Black Sabbath, I Am.
That's Iron Man.
Yes.
I don't know why they underlined one of them.
Yep. AC/DC is DDD.
Dirty Deep Standard Cheap.
Correct. Soundgarden, BHS.
I actually don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know Soundgarden stuff. Def Leppard, PSSOM. Let's pour some sugar on
Pour
me.
some sugar on me, yeah.
DF
in parentheses TR and TR.
By the Blue Oyster Cult.
That's actually correct though.
It's correct.
It is Don't Fear in parentheses.
But it also gives it away.
Yeah.
RYLAH by the Scorpions.
Rock You Like a Hurricane.
Mm-hmm. Thin Lizzy, TBABIT.
Do you know it?
Nope.
The Boys Are Back in Town.
Alright, I don't know Thin Lizzy. I don't know that song. SISOSIG by The Clash. That's like a full word. Sisosig.
That sounds like a Warcraft creature or something.
Basically, right? Emperor Sisosig. What is
Should
it?
I stay or should I go?
Oh, okay. I don't know those songs. In that case, I can, the Nugent CSF.
I actually don't know.
Nope. DRC for Kiss.
Detroit Rock City, is it?
Maybe. Yeah. And Van Halen is HFT?
HFT.
Hot for Teacher.
Okay.
Never missing that song again. Let's compare.
Let's start the quiz and then give up right away.
We didn't fill out any one of those. But which ones did we not
Which ones did we not get? That's a good question.
Black Hole Sun is BHS for Soundgarden. Cat Scratch Fever for Ted Nugent.
Yeah, that's the only ones we didn't get, right? Those two.
That's the only ones we didn't get. And that's actually, Ted Nugent is the least known one.
Yeah. I'm surprised that Should I Stay or Should I Go is the second least known one.
I don't know that song.
Not sure how long the quiz has been around, but that's been kind of popularized by, what's the show called again? Stranger Things. Right. They played it in there, and then all of a sudden people were interested in
I didn't know that
again.
song, but people did pretty average on this one, actually.
Also, the average score is 12.
Which we got 18, yeah.
So,
we got our music stuff in order, alright? We still got it.
Although, technically we scored 0.
Well, yeah, because we didn't type it. But we would have had 18 if we typed.
Yes.
Is that the halftime show?
That is in fact the halftime.
All right, great. Some music quizzes. We're gonna have more quizzes. We're turning to
yes,
different topics.
Because we're so creative.
In the second topic, because they're really fun to do.
Yeah,
I said second topic while holding up 4 fingers and thinking I'm correcting myself to holding up 3 fingers. Good thing we don't have a camera.
I was about to say, good thing you didn't tell anyone about it.
Really good we don't have a camera. Before we get into the second topic, we have a fact of the week. A fact of the week. JJ, I think we both have good facts. I claim to have a very good fact.
I do definitely have an interesting fact. Do you know Knuckles?
Like Ugandan Knuckles?
No, the Hearthstone card Knuckles.
Oh, that Knuckles.
From Miniatures of Gettysburg. Did you know that Knuckles is just a silverback patriarch with brass knuckles?
Is he?
Which is to say, his stat line is that of a silverback patriarch plus that of the weapon brass knuckles.
Oh, Christ. Really? That's what they did?
And he's also actually just like...
But he doesn't have tongue.
An ape with some knuckles.
But he doesn't have tongue.
That don't look exactly like the brass knuckles, but... Yeah, no, but still.
Not consistent. Power creep. Well, no power creep because I have tongue. Perfectly fine. Here's a fact of the week. I'm going to actually look this up to get this right. No, I actually know it again. You know how, like, timelines are sometimes a little bit misconstrued or misunderstood in terms of, like, when stuff happened, and we perceive stuff to be much older than it is or newer than it is?
Yes.
Like, a good example, for example, is that General Custer made his last stand in the Wild Wild West when the Brooklyn Bridge was already standing in New York. Which feels like that was, like, hundreds of years earlier, but it actually happened at the same time. But that's not even the best one. And that's the best one is my fact of the week. The best one that I ever found.
Wasn't the pyramids closer to dinosaurs than to us or some bullshit like that?
Yeah, something like that too. But that's still not it. The thing is, Oxford University in England is older than the Aztec Empire. That's the fact of the week.
Wow.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe it, but that's actually a fact. Pretty cool.
Wow.
Huh? Yeah. There we go.
Mind equals
blown. Yeah, that's what I thought too. But that's actually a fact. That's like British universities be old, and they still educate people to this day. Well, to a degree at least. To a degree.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the idea.
Hey, that's a great advertisement slogan. If you ever trying to found a private college,
to a degree.
We're educating you. Well, to a degree. That's perfect. That is way too good to not be patented immediately.
The best puns are accidental.
Yeah, that's true. So there you go. That's some good facts of the week. We have a second topic, which is the halftime show, but we are doing Hearthstone quizzes.
Yes.
So we do Hearthstone. You mentioned Knuckles already. The first one is a Hearthstone minion stat quiz. We're doing all these on Jetpunk, by the way.
Yes.
The idea is that we're getting a cost, attack, and health of a minion, and we're supposed to enter the name.
Yes.
So first one is cost 1, attack 3, health 2.
Flame
Imp.
I was about to say Gravel Snout is the other way around.
Yep. Flame Imp. The next one is 1 mana, 3/1.
That is Dust Devil.
That is correct. 2 mana, 0/5.
That's one of the eggs, probably.
Is it a 2 mana?
No, wait.
The eggs don't have that much.
That's 0/3.
It's probably like a taunt or something. Like Public Serve or something, I don't know. 2 mana, 0/7 is definitely Doomsayer.
Public Defender?
No. But Doomsayer is the 2 mana, 0/7, the next one.
Are they all classic? Now that I'm thinking about it.
2 mana, 1/4. You were talking about Silverback, but that's not quite it. 2 mana, 1/4. I mean, like Spellzerker at some points, but that's probably not what they meant.
Belligerent Gnome? That's probably too new.
No, that's too new.
I don't know right now. Let's just go to the next one. What is it?
3 mana, 4/3.
That sounds like Bear Shark.
That sounds like... Try Bear Shark, see if they accept it. Nope. So maybe they all need to be classic.
I think so. I know 3 mana 4/7 is Injured Blade Master, which is the next one.
Yes. That's correct.
Because I did put on the timer because we have to try those out there. I missed an E there.
Yep, in the blade.
And now we...
3 mana, 3/2.
That is... Wait.
I'm not sure if those are supposed to be unique, because probably they're not. Maybe they are in classic. 4 mana, 0/5.
A lot of 0/5s here.
Yeah. It's a 4 mana, 0/5. Probably cards that are never being played. 4 mana, 4/1.
Sounds like a Rager, but it's not a Rager.
Scarlet Crusader is a 3 mana, 3/1. Divine Shield.
This is the thing, right? There's always stuff attached to them. Of course, they don't say that.
4 mana, 5/6. That's good stats. There's some negative effect there, probably.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I actually don't know what card that is. Wow, this is harder than I thought.
Yeah, it's hard. 5 mana, 3/3. That seems like Grim Patron, right? Nope.
I don't know. It probably summons something as a battle card.
Yeah, maybe. 5 mana, 4/5.
5 mana, 4/5.
It's also tough.
Wait, Yeti's 4 mana, right?
Yeti's 4 mana, 4/5. Yes. 5 mana, 4/2.
This is getting worse and worse.
How about Argent Commander? Oh, he's also, I think he's 6 mana, 4/2 with charge and Divine Shield anyway. Like, turn north. Right?
Yeah.
6 mana, 5/3.
I don't know, man. 6 mana, 4/4. I don't know.
6 mana, 4/4. This is hard. It's not easy at all because we don't know anything else except
6 mana, 4/7.
That's Archmage, or is that a 7 mana? Let's try Archmage, but it might be. Yeah, it was correct. So.
And 7 mana, 9/5 is the Beast.
That's the Beast.
I suppose it's. Is it not?
That's the Beast. Is it Corehound? That's Corehound,
right? I always forget how bad the Beast is. It's like 9 mana.
The Beast is a 9/7.
Yeah, the Beast is really bad.
Yeah, 7 mana, 5/6. Oh, sure.
I don't know.
7 mana, 6/6.
Believe it or not, I still don't know.
Yeah, 8 mana, 7/7. It's like double the price from what it should be. 8 mana, 3/5 is Alakir.
Wait, it's.
No, it's Alakir.
We
know who it is, alright? We know who it is. 8 mana, 4/9. I think Night Scale Matriarch might be, but that's not the right one. 9 mana, 3/15 is Jiraxis, obviously. Maybe it's Lord Jiraxis, whatever. Yeah. 9 mana, 5/8.
Face Jiraxis, Eredar Lord of the Burning Legion.
Clue. 10 mana, 12/12 is Deathwing.
Yes, it is. Both of them.
Yeah. 10 mana, 8/8 is Sea Giant. There's Sea Giant, there's also Mountain Giant and Molten Giant. Those are all the next ones. There's a bunch of giants. If it's 8/8, it's probably giants.
There's also a few uncollectible ones.
Zero cost, 1/3, 0 cost, 0/2. It's like training dummy or something.
Stone Claw Totem.
Oh, no.
You
missed Stone, yeah. That was incorrect.
Jesus Christ.
It's still not correct.
It's not Stone Claw Totem.
Whatever.
0 mana, 0. Oh, they're 1. They're 1 mana, right.
Oh, right. The card tones are
3 mana, 4/4 is Misha, though.
Yeah. 4 mana, 7/6. This is tough. It's really hard.
I don't think we know any of the other
No,
ones
let's just see what it is. And then...
We will feel really stupid,
yes,
trust me.
yeah.
We also underperform it, probably.
Lightwell is the 05.
Okay, we scored 12 out of 37, which is 23%.
And the average score is 9.
The average score is 9, and we're beating 71.3% of test takers.
Above average.
Which is to say this is really hard.
This is really hard. Kieran Tor Mage is the 3 mana 4/3. Okay, Lightwell is the 5. Armorsmith. Okay.
Oh, Shattered Suncleric.
Shattered Suncleric, yes.
They should have gotten that one.
It's called Light Sport.
Twilight Drake, my man.
Oh, that was a bait. So that's a major bait because you never see it as a 1/4/1.
Faceless is also tough because you never actually care about stats.
Exactly. Darkscale Hero could have gotten Stormpike Commando. Got a huge gun.
Dude, I saw Kidnapper today.
Yeah, in like Arena?
No.
Or did someone play it for you?
I think he like evolved into it or something.
Okay. Hogger is a 6.
Or was it generated card or something like that?
Guardian of Kings is a 7/5/6.
7/6 Installment Champion.
Gruul is the 8/7/7, sure.
Alakir. Oh, it's Alakir the Windlord. I forgot to type the Windlord.
The 8/4/9 is Grom. That was actually someone we should have got.
And the 5/8 is Cenarius.
Cenarius.
Oh, the 1/3 Spellbender, which I should have gotten.
Yeah,
the 0/2 is actually Mirror Image.
Finkel Einhorn from the Beast.
We thought about the Beast.
And Emerald Drake, which is a really good one.
Yeah.
That.
So the most common one.
We've got only 9% of people got Misha.
So.
Most common one is
one. The most common one we didn't get is Lightwell at 47% correct.
Yeah, that is right.
Which means all the ones we failed no one, like...
No, the majority didn't get it.
The majority didn't get it either. And the second most well-known one that we didn't get is Pit Lord at 24, which is less than a quarter of people.
Most people probably just failed at spelling Alakir. I think most people knew him.
Yeah, Alakir the Windlord is only 18%.
But this is harder than I expected it to be. What's the least known one?
What?
Like, Finkel Einhorn is 6%.
Fuck's sake. 3 of the entries are just the table itself, apparently.
Yeah, that's stupid.
How? What?
That's just a bug. That's a glitch. But Finkel Einhorn at 6%, Darkscale Healer at 7%, Faceless Manipulator. Those are tough. Some of these are really, really hard.
Terran Sinclair surprisingly off is down there.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like such a basic thing that...
It feels like one of the most obvious misses here. I mean, not by far the most obvious one, but...
Lightspawn is interesting, the 05s. Because Lightspawn
is a 5-5.
It's an 05. It's
yeah, of course, but it's always a 5-5.
It has inner fire built in. Perpetually is a thing. Alright, let's hop on to the next one, see what we have. Hearthstone Legendaries. It says the card text, essentially, and we need to find the name of the card.
Yes. Let's hope that there's more than 2 minutes on there.
It's 4. First one says, Battlecry, summon 2 1/1 boom bots, warning boss may explode. That's
Suck and boom.
Charge, Taunt, Divine Shield, Wind Fury. Did you know how to spell them now? That's not correct. Maybe it does accept it. Yes, it does.
Yeah, it does. Usually apostles.
At the end of your turn, deal 2 damage to all other characters. Baron Geddon is correct. Death Rattle, summon a random legendary minion.
That needs Old Shredder.
When you draw this, deal 2 damage to all characters.
That's the Iron Juggernaut? No, that's
Flame Leviathan.
Yeah, I was about to say that's... Is it just Flame Leviathan?
Yeah, it's Flame Leviathan. Battlecry, fill your board with 1/1 whelps.
That's Onyxia.
Onyxia. Can't attack. At the end of your turn, deal 8 to a random enemy.
That's Ragnaros,
That's Reggie the Fire Lord.
Fire Lord. You can...
Regan. He said Regan Rose.
It's probably just Ragnaros, right? Without the Fire Lord?
You spelled it Regan Rose. Ragnan Rose.
Just read the next one, Jesus Christ.
Alright. At the end of your turn, summon a 2/2 Null with Taunt. Hogger. The old Hogger.
Hogger. Right.
Battlecry, destroy all of the minions and discard your hand. Mr. Deathwing himself. Taunt, Divine Shield, Death Rattle, equip a 5/3 Ashbringer. Mr. Tyrion.
Yeah, I was about to say it's Tyrion. Gotta get the names. It's not. No. That's is it?
Yes, it is. Tyrion for you spelled for ding. There's an R missing. Yes. Charge, enrage plus 6 attack, Grom.
That's Grommash Shell Scream.
No enrage. Some other reason you spelled Fromash. The typing though.
Yes, I know.
At the end of each turn, we summon all friendly minions at this turn. Kel'Thuzad.
That's Kel'Thuzad, yeah.
Death Rattle, take control of a random enemy minion.
That's Sylvanas.
We still have a lot of time, by the way.
Windrunner.
We're going all the way, I feel like it. At the start of your turn, 50% chance to draw an extra card, Napago. If Death Rattle's trigger twice, Mr. Baron Rivendare himself. And we are 100%. 100%. 50 for 15. Average score is 11. We did good.
This beats or equals 100% open, obviously, because you can't get better than
Let's see the stats. So 99% new boom bots. Well, obviously, right?
It's the first one and it's the easiest one.
27% had Sylvanas. I wonder if that's because of spelling? Or because they didn't know it.
I was about to say, that seems like one of the easier ones.
Yeah.
But, right.
Those were all pretty easy, to be fair. Those were all very simple.
But I would, like, Flame Leviathan?
Yeah.
It's not particularly iconic and it's not a standard anymore.
And it's a class card.
Yeah.
Alok here, 73.
Like, most of the ones are either incredibly iconic or classic, but like, Rivendare and Flame Leviathan seem like the hardest ones.
Maybe. Sylvanas, I mean, guess
they also are the hardest ones besides Sylvanas.
Yeah, maybe it's a spelling thing. Maybe people spelled it with an I. They didn't know better.
Yeah, I know how to spell Sylvanas.
Maybe something.
Like, I know how to spell Sylvanas.
That's good.
I don't know how to spell normal words.
Yeah, but Sylvanas is alright. So, that's that. Do we have another one? We have another one, right?
We have another one.
This is legendary texts. Yeah, it's the same thing with different
It's the same thing. Some of those are different. The first one's Dr. Boom.
Yeah, summon 2 boom bots.
There's also 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's the same one. That next one is Kel'Thuzad. That's the same one. But then we have spell damage plus 5.
That is Malagos.
That is Mali.
I just did something,
At the end of your turn, add a dream card to your
hand. That's Ysera.
Destroy all the minions, discard your hand.
Yes, Deathwing.
Set a hero's remaining health to 15.
That's Alexstrasza.
That's
Alexis.
TRSC.
Lex.
Yeah, that's correct. STRRA.
Yeah.
Actually, still misspelled it, but it accepted it. Charge Battlecry. Summon 2/1/1 whelps for your opponent.
Yeah, I knew it was like a SC somewhere in there.
It's tough to spell. Some sites, when they don't accept it at all, it's terrible. Mr. Jenkins, though. Leroy wasn't.
Leroy wasn't.
Whenever a player casts a spell, put a copy in the other player's hand.
Lorewalker Cho, it also accepts Lorewalker.
Death Rattle, return this minion to your hand and summon a 4/4 Nerubian.
That's Nubarak.
Fun fact, because we have all this time, if you cube a Nubarak.
Oh, Anuba's vision.
Okay, if you cube your Anubarak, then there will be 2 Anubaraks in the cube and it will be returned to your hand. If you then play that Anubarak that is returned to your hand again, and it gets polymorphed, and then the cube breaks, 2 sheep come out of the cube.
Yes.
Fun fact. Death Rattler. Reveal a minion in each deck. If yours costs more, return this to your hand.
That is...
That's one of the... It's like the Skeleton Knight?
I was about to say, it's a skeleton, right?
It might be a Skeleton Knight.
Is it just called the Skeleton Knight?
I think so.
Skeleton Knight.
The next one just says charge. Like, what?
A legendary has charge and nothing else. That there shouldn't be too many of them.
Oh, it's... Yeah, King Crush, right?
Yes.
Right, the thing to figure out was there that it just has charge, nothing else. It needs to be a legend. Death Rattle, add 3 copies of arcane missiles to your hand.
Oh, why does his name escape
Ronan.
at the moment? Yeah, it's Ronan. Is it like that or is it like... No, there's
an H, yeah. Cards you draw from your hero power cost 0. Probably a Warlock card?
Yes, I'm also blanking on this one.
Yeah, I don't know it. Choose one, give your other minions +2/+2, or summon 2/2/2 minions with taunt.
That's Scenarius.
Yeah. Do they still have taunt? Or was it changed? I don't know. Never seen Scenarius played.
Don't know. Scenarius.
And at the end of your turn, summon a 2/2 null with taunt.
That's Hogger, still.
If your deck contains no more of one of any card, fully heal your hero. And that's the Jackson.
That is exactly as Reno Jackson.
So we're just missing 1 this time.
Yes, which is card you draw from your hero power 0. I know that.
I don't know it.
I don't know it.
That's not standard.
No, but
that's some from an old expansion.
But I mean, there's only a limited number of Warlock legendaries to begin with.
Yes.
So.
I honestly, I don't know that
one. I kind of low-key hated when they, when it suffices to type like half the name of the card.
Yeah, and you type the.
Because I'll type without looking at the screen. And then I'll have like all the stuff. So
this is Jackson type now. I don't know this one.
15 out of 17 guessed.
What?
Is it another one where they just have the header in there somewhere?
I don't know. Just hit give up and see what we got.
Wilfred Fizzlebang.
Wow. That's his effect? I never knew that.
It is also the one that the least amount of people got.
Yeah, makes sense.
Only 74% of people.
And Skeleton Knight the one after that. Everyone got
the average score is 14. We got 15 out of 16.
So the average score is actually pretty.
This beats or equals 41.3% of testers, meaning most people, obviously 74% of people got all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Wait, no.
Wilfred.
No, not 74%. People got all of them. There's
Wilfred. Wow.
It's of course 95% of people that got all of them.
Right.
But because some people also just didn't get Malagos for some reason.
How do people not get Malagos?
One of the toughest ones obviously is King Crush.
Yeah, because you gotta figure out it's just charge and nothing else.
And I guess once again the Skeleton Knight and the Nubarak and those are just. Wait, is it Nubarak classic or is he from an expansion? No, he's
from an expansion.
Yeah, because
those are not an expansion. Those are tougher, right? But
the expansion ones
Calpazad was high up there, and he's from an expansion.
Yeah, I mean the expansion ones are tough, but like Dr. Boom, Reno Jackson, like those.
A lot of people knew Wilfred. I knew Wilf totally Wilfred. I just didn't know what his effect was. All I knew about him is that he summoned Jiraxis IRL, like fake IRL, and then got.
Yeah, I mean to be fair, we could have gotten those if we just started listing Warlock legendaries or whatever. I'm certain what they do.
That seems very, very strong. How much does it cost? What's the stat line? Cards you draw from your hero power cost 0. That looks very good.
I mean, you play him, you tap, and then he gets killed.
But that's still really, really strong. That's like Dream Petal Florist type stuff.
Yeah, but you don't do that type of stuff in Warlock.
But still is good value. I mean,
yeah.
If you can grab it like a Mal'Ganis or like a Blood Reaver or a Cruel.
And naturally you play that in Odd Warlock if he's not even. I'm not sure what his stat line is.
I'm not sure.
Because then it also doesn't cost health to do it.
Definitely other character. I did not know that card had that effect at all. I've probably never played it, probably never seen it play. But that's the Hearthstone quizzes that we wanted to do today. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Maybe someone played along. And if you want to let us know how bad we are, don't. But what you should let us know is your song of the week before we give you our songs of the week. Because we have a viewer music share playlist, which is linked in the description of this podcast. And you can submit a YouTube video, music video of a song that you like. That is your song of the week. And we'll appreciate that if you do it. And if it's a good song, like a really good song that we end up liking, going to shout you out for that in the future podcast. So be sure to go ahead and do that. And now, with that being said, it's time for us to present our songs of the week. JJ, what is your song of the week?
My song of the week is actually by a band that my first contact with wasn't so positive.
Is it Runrick?
No.
Is it a good band?
I mean, I still don't know a lot of their songs, but I know that they have a few good songs for sure.
What is your song of the week?
My song of the week is The Vengeful One by Disturbed.
I've heard of Disturbed.
In which context?
That it's like a band that I don't like? Probably, right?
The context is that they made a bad cover of The Sound of Silence that for some reason most people like.
Oh, right, that one, right. I'm not even sure about if I've heard that book. I've heard it before. I don't know how good it is.
I don't like their cover of The Sound of Silence at all.
I vaguely remember it.
I like their cover of what is it? The Genesis song. Jesus Christ! I showed you.
Land of Confusion.
Yeah, Land of Confusion. I like that one. I like the Vengeful One.
All right.
The Light is pretty good. I mean, you know, it's about.
Can you drop it in the music share?
I have.
Good. Thinking ahead.
But yeah, like
Disturbed, huh?
The Vengeful One is probably my favorite Disturbed song out of the few that I know. And yeah, they do make some good music. I don't like everything they do. I definitely don't like their cover of Sound of Silence. But yeah, that one is. I think it's worth checking.
So rocking the old school Simon and G Dubs.
Definitely.
All right. I'm gonna have to listen to that again, and also the one that you proposed in the music share. My song of the week is going to be by Ozzy Osbourne because Ozzy Osbourne has been just rising up the charts recently after I discovered a few songs. And it's going to be All the Young Dudes, which I said before might be my favorite song by Ozzy Osbourne.
I don't think it's even... I'm pretty sure it's not an original Ozzy Osbourne song either.
Might not be, I don't know. But
I know that Bowie did it.
Did he?
Yes.
I might have to check out some different versions because I like the song. Maybe I'll end up liking
I also... I didn't know any of the other versions, but I just... because you sent me a link to the video... I read through the comment section because it's like, what else are you going to do on the music video? And I just happened to see that one of them was like, oh yeah, this ain't even the best version, and then I just Googled like All the Young Dudes, and
I'm going to have to look at that too. But
the first one that came up was Bowie, but the problem is that the link when you Google is just a live version.
Yeah, live music videos are never that great. I'm going to have to look that up a little bit and decide on that, but that's my song of the week. It's probably my favorite Ozzy song so far. I really do like it. It's like 4 or 5. Yeah,
my favorite Ozzy song still is Dreamer.
That Dreamer is really good. I mean, either that or All the Young Dudes are all good. I Don't Want to Stop, I like.
I'm still not entirely sure about that one.
So, that's, I mean, and what was the other one that I'm forgetting to mention? I Just Want You. That's the one.
Yeah, that's the one.
It's called I Just Want, which I also like.
I like that one too.
That's also pretty good. So that's our songs of the week. Remember to put yours in our viewer music share playlist and drop whatever opinions you have on us being here doing what we're doing in the comments. Leave a like. We'd appreciate it for our work. And suggest if you have any quizzes on Jetpunk that you want us to play.
Or anywhere else, really.
Or anywhere else. Suggest those because we're looking for those. Those are fun to do. Those are entertaining. Got anything you want us to quiz ourselves on? Like anything at all? We'll decide on anything.
Also, if you haven't already, post your opinion on the discussion of the first topic.
Of course, yeah, that's what I already said. That's always an interesting one. So debate in the comments, I'm always up for that. And as long as we keep it civil. So thank you for watching, or listening rather, to the podcast, Trash Talk. Getting closer to 100, still have to figure out what we're going to do. But we'll see you in the next one. JJ.
That's it?
That's it.